Geriatric Mom, episode 8. Today I have my sister with me, and I'm super excited. So please welcome Katie. Introduce yourself.
Hello, I am Katie.
She is the third in the family. So there's me, and then there's my sister, well, our sister, Tiana, and then there's Katie, and then my brother Sam. So Katie's actually been here through a lot with everything. She spends a lot of time at my house, and we're actually really, really close. So I think it would be um, good to get her perspective on everything and see kind of how she felt about the whole journey. I know that you kind of had your own ideas of when I was like, oh, I'm not getting pregnant, like that's not going to happen. And, you always stayed really positive. So.
Yeah, I tried to stay positive because I always knew that it was going to happen.
She would always say that. She would always be like, "Oh, it's gonna happen," and I just wanted to throat punch her half the time because I'm like, "You're saying this thing that we don't really know if it is or isn't gonna happen." But she really did. She stayed super super positive the entire time. How did you feel like? Cause you were at Dad's house when we did the reveal.
Mhm. Yeah, and you put the bun in the oven, and Dad didn't really understand what was going on, and then it was like I put all of it together, and I was like, "You're pregnant."
Mhm. So I think it was just like super exciting because we have two nieces in the family, but there's no little boys yet, and no one else has had kids or anything. So I think it was kind of fun to introduce somebody else into the family and to be able to do that. But my dad could not get that bun to save his life. Roll. What do you say? Roll croissant.
Yeah. It's
Like
like no.
everything under the sun except for bun.
Yep.
um, I don't know how you felt, but I feel like I got kind of angry a lot, like about not being able to get pregnant and stuff, and I was really frustrated.
Yeah, definitely.
I just feel like you get super upset, and it's really emotional, and you don't really know how to handle it. And Katie was always really good about listening to me about it, and just like letting me voice my frustrations. But I definitely would get super aggravated sometimes, I'd say.
Mhm.
How do you feel like I was when I was pregnant?
I mean, you were good most of the time. Like, I don't remember it being super hormonal. Like,
Yeah, I feel
I
like I
think it
was
was
too.
just like, the uncomfortability of the
Mhm.
pregnancy. Um, Not necessarily that you were angry or anything, but it was just uncomfortable and just kind of adjusting to that.
Yeah, yeah. I said in one of my podcasts I felt like it was really hard for me to let go of like being independent and not being able to do all the things that I've always done.
Hmm.
Do you feel like that? Like I got frustrated.
Yeah, I definitely do. Because, yeah, you're 36 and you always did everything that you wanted to, and then you have a baby and you're tied to that. And so I think that there was frustration in that because you couldn't just go and do the things you wanted because you had to take care of him.
Yeah. Yeah. And I feel like it was worse too like when I was pregnant.
Hmm.
Cuz remember even when we were trying to tear out downstairs, like I didn't have the stamina.
Yeah, yeah.
And I
And
love doing things like that.
yeah, always trying to be helpful and not having that um yeah, that momentum to keep going.
Yeah, that was rough.
Yeah.
But I feel like she's right though. Like my hormones weren't like super crazy when I was pregnant. To be honest, it was like probably the most stable I felt. Like everything kind of evened out. I have a couple autoimmune disorders, and I feel like they were really stabilized out. Like I didn't feel sick like I normally do, and um, I feel like that's kind of been hard since I haven't been pregnant. Is all of those things have came back. My migraines, like the fatigue, like everything has just like came back full force. So that's been hard.
Hmm.
But what do you think about the baby Odin?
Odin is the cutest.
I feel like he's just so sweet and he's so like happy
He
and
is. He's so cute. All smiles.
I know. So he's just today when she came over, he was just we have this Nemo bouncer jumper thing and he was just in it just going to town. He loves it. He's definitely ahead of the game on his milestones, I'd say.
hmm
So, but yeah, I feel like pregnancy wasn't like horrible, but I was so short and so round that I just couldn't imagine getting bigger and bigger, and then there I was. So
yeah.
super round.
Yep.
We always joke around because my hands got super swollen at one point, and I had these pit vipers. My husband would always make fun of me because we were driving to the hospital at one point, and I wanted to drive. I was like super not pleased that day, so I'm there, with my compression gloves, like full fingers are out, they're only like the partial gloves, and then pit vipers on, just like getting it, driving down the road. I can only imagine how dumb I looked. Just agitated pregnant girl. These compression gloves. God. So is there anything in particular that you remember that you were just like worried about when I told you I was pregnant?
um, I just wanted it to make it full term.
That's a good point. That was definitely worrisome that it wasn't going to work out, and I did wait quite a while to tell like everybody about it. But Katie was actually the one that helped with the gender reveal, so she got to be the one that like put the packets under the car. I just remember that day you looked so nervous, like you didn't want to spill the beans.
Hardest secret I had to keep.
For like 5 minutes.
Yeah.
We literally told her like a few minutes before. Well, we didn't tell her because we didn't know, but we
Yeah.
gave her like you got to look on the app or whatever, right?
Yeah, and find the gender on there. Yeah.
Yeah,
hmm
yeah. That was fun.
Yep.
But I remember her face, like she was just so scared. I told them about in the podcast, like when Sam was like, "Ah, shit!"
Yeah.
Like then you just see the camera turn off, like.
Well, yeah, everybody was trying to get me to tell them what it was, and I was like, "No, you're about to find out."
You're like, here we go. Yeah, Katie's been around for a lot of it, like pretty much the whole entire time. Like my husband was like so worried he would send her with me to the store to like go to Sam's Club or go anywhere because he knew that she wouldn't allow me to do anything I wasn't supposed to.
Yep.
So she was always, if I needed water, she'd be like, "Oh no, you don't." Like
I'll
she
do
like
the lifting.
she's like, "I'm not gonna hear it from Chris over this." You always did. You always got everything. So that was nice that I had you for that too. I just think that like the whole journey was nice, but it was super like scary and nerve-wracking.
Yeah.
And I just think that being older has made it more difficult.
Yeah.
Because I would say I'm not as spry as I was, you know, 10 years ago. Would you agree?
Yeah, for sure.
Like,
Yeah.
things have changed.
Yeah.
I'm definitely not hiya anymore.
No.
Oh, gosh. And then I know that we talk about like you having kids. How do you feel about it now that I've had a kid? Does it make you like want one more or less or the same?
I mean, kind of in the middle, I guess. Like, I know that it would be a hard adjustment and everything, but like, I think that seeing you as you're older and everything, it makes me want kids more now than like when I do get older because it's just like I'm still in my younger 30s and like hopefully I could be more spry and
Yeah.
everything with the kid, but I know that I'm not quite there yet in my relationships either, so it's kind of like,
You're like, what do I
in a
do?
different kind of situation, I guess.
Yeah. I think that's how I felt for a long time too because I knew like previously there's no way that I could have done that. And then it just like I tell you like it just happens,
Mhm.
cuz Chris just kind of he literally just came out of next door. So
He did.
But yeah, I think it's just like a super special thing, and I think I'm just like really thankful because it was something I thought was never gonna happen, and anytime like I did like experience like have a pregnancy and stuff, it was really short lived, and so like my hopes would just like be sank, you know,
Mhm.
and it made me a little bitter.
Yeah.
I remember like I was so excited for Tiana, but at the same time I was like, ugh,
Yeah.
you know, my
Mhm.
sister Tiana has two girls and I love them so much. They're both like they're the most amazing kids. She has two really good girls, but I just remember being so jealous,
Yeah.
you know. And like especially like being the older one, I was like,
Mhm.
I'm supposed to have kids first, not you, like, you
Yeah.
know. And that's such a like a shitty thing to say because that's your sibling, but at the same time,
Yeah.
you know, you're jealous,
Yeah.
you know.
Mhm.
And her kids are cool, so that makes it worse.
True.
They are, right?
Yeah. They're great.
So yeah, we just have the two nieces and now we have Odin. And then one day I'm sure there'll be more little youngins running around, but Um, I just wanted to bring Katie on here for, you know, a short episode, and I'm sure we'll be talking more about everything, but I think it's just a good introduction and do something different for a little bit. But she's nervous.
Thanks for having me.
This is Geriatric Mom, episode 8. Thank you for listening, and I will be back soon.